All right, welcome to the Diera special. Going to watch part of Anton Daniels After Hours live from 2 days ago. There was a part in here that was a little what was it was interesting to me. So go ahead and get into it. Waste time.
Do y'all think that as much as people act like they are, do y'all think that people ever get over their child's mother?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like
Fuck yeah.
truly get over them?
Absolutely. My mama and my daddy got no communication. Zero. They was together for years. None.
That's like a real broad general statement. Like what is the circumstances that the baby came about? Like what if it was just a fuck bitch you fucking got a baby with? Like what is there to get over?
Well, that's the way that the question is designed for people to give nuance to it after they give whatever the answer is, because it is a whole lot of different situations that could qualify to be a part of the conversation. That's the way the question is designed. Is it a
Okay.
woman that you just buzzed down? Is it a chick that you really care for? Is it a woman that you got married to and then you wind up getting divorced for? In these situations, do people ever truly get over? Because we have to consider that it's a strong possibility that if you are in your child's life, you have to deal with her. She gonna
Yeah.
probably get another man at some point. Do
Yeah.
you ever truly get over your the child's mother?
They absolutely.
Let me answer that because yes, for me personally, yes. Like I I have a son who is 14 years old now, and it's to the point where me and his mother, we don't have the best uh parenting relationship, co-parenting relationship. We don't have the best at all. Um, we literally see each other and don't say anything to each other. Like we cannot have a conversation really at all without it going left at some point. And I mean, to the point where, for me now, I'm numb to the situation. Like I don't even argue with her at all. I used to, but not anymore. And it's to the point where if I say something and she start yapping, I keep it calm because I'm so numb to her. Anything she says to me doesn't even bother me. And when it comes to her having another guy, I mean, she's had a whole another child. She had a whole another child. What, a year? I think after we broke up, I believe, or she got pregnant because she got pregnant right within maybe like a few months after we finally like split. So yeah, for me personally, with this question, I am all the way over my baby mom, and there's no chance in us getting together at all.
Get over there.
Yes,
And they don't take
definitely think
long.
they can.
They don't take long.
Don't take long. Didn't take me
They
long.
absolutely are 1000%.
Didn't take me
And I
long at
ask
all.
this because it sounds like from the description of the whole Haley Bailey situation that he still feels some type of way about her.
I don't think it has anything to do with it being his baby mama. I just think that they was in a relationship and that nigga ain't got over it yet.
No, he left her. It's not that he's salty about the situation. She's salty because when the information hit that she was out of town with Brent, her good girl image gone because he exposed that she cheated. They was able to connect the dots. It's more about the image, the ego that you was talking about, Anton.
So you think that most people do get over their child's mother?
Absolutely. And it don't take long for them to do it.
DD situation, just real quickly, it's 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 a tricky situation because they're both young, and you can tell that there's definitely some toxicity in their relationship because I mean obviously DG wants to see his child, but Haley Haley is acting like a woman who wants full control and uses his child against him because she knows that it hurts him. That's kind of how I feel. Like, I don't even feel like it's a domestic violence situation, to be honest. I feel like, honestly, to tell you the truth, they get into it, and sometimes it gets physical, where they may tussle a little bit. But I don't feel like DDG's just knocking her head off. Like, I don't think that's happening. Um, like I said, I do feel like they just got a toxic relationship, and they need to figure out how to actually co-parent, and they probably do need some type of uh, child agreement through the system, so they can properly take care of their child, because clearly them two are not going to just figure it out on their own. They're not, especially not right now. I mean, because Haley wants it to where he can't see him. She needs, you know, Gigi can't move with her child out of LA, and she has to know his whereabouts, and if he takes him out, on a plane, she needs a ticket, and yada yada yada. But we all know it's not going to be vice versa. This is what women do. They want all these rules set when it comes to the father to do something, but then they don't have to tell you when they do something with the child. They don't have to tell you, oh well, I'm going to freaking Jamaica on March 4th for a week. They don't tell you that. They just boop, gone. And that's why you need to get something in writing, in detail writing, on when you get your child, when your child goes back to the other parent, what time, how long you got to get there. That needs to get put that needs to get put needs some documentation.
Eh.
How the fuck you think she 3-4 baby daddies in? You think she was fucking this nigga and with a heart full of love for another nigga?
So you don't think that a lot of guys or most guys still truly love their baby mama?
No, because they'll be with them.
Care for their baby mama?
No. I know if me and my wife didn't work out, I'd probably hate her fucking guts.
Oof.
Even though she the mother of your child?
Yes, because I gave her the most of me. So you got to think, if I gave her the most of me and we not rocking no more, I'm not for to have love for her. All the love I was gonna give you was given. Was given. It was given.
It was
Say
given.
I had to correct it. It was given.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to hate when being mom, but I've grown. But I don't like her. We'll say that I don't like her. I won't say I hate her, because hate's a strong word, but I don't like her. Like, now I can tolerate her. I can be out in public, and we be at my son's game, and it doesn't bother me at all. And she has a whole nother guy. I mean, she don't bother me at all. I see them, I look up, oh, okay, she's here. Keep it pushing.
Okay, Slim it.
Well, I have some personal anecdotal experience that
That's the best kind.
Slim me with these caps.
My older child, I didn't talk with her after my kid got a phone and I didn't have to communicate with her. I did not. And my current child's, Ava's mother, we tight.
Why didn't you communicate with the first one?
Cause she was ghetto and I just didn't fuck with it. And then when she started doing like fuck nigga shit and trying to get me fired from my job, I just couldn't fuck with it. So I decided to be a bad dad until he can talk on the phone.
Mm-hmm. Molly, do you think
I was close to where Quentin was at some point. I was close to just saying forget it, and just waiting until my son was able to talk, but stuck it out. 14 years in, and we're here.
that, in your opinion, I know it's circumstantial, I know that it's different scenarios, but in a general sense, do you think that men ever truly get over their child's mother?
Yes, I do.
Why is that?
Because to Kay's point, if they really loved her, I think that they would still be there. And a lot of men have several baby moms, so it's just like they're getting over them. And I don't think men have the same type of attachment either because y'all tend to be more primal and animalistic. So I think y'all can kind of detach a little bit faster from y'all offspring and their mother. I think women probably hold on a little bit more. But
Kim, let me
Molly acting like they hoes. Molly acting like these women out here don't have 3, 4, or 5 different goddamn baby daddies. So I don't care how long it took you to get over your your previous baby daddy. Um, you got women out here that got numerous baby daddies out here. They got just as many baby daddies as dudes got baby mamas. Dude, I know of a couple of them. I know of a few women that got multiple, what I got numerous baby daddies. Come on now.
let me get your perspective. Do you think that men ever truly get over their child's mother in a general sense? I know that there are some that do, some that don't, but for the majority, do you think that they truly ever get over their child's mother?
I think the love can be gone, but I think that there's still a certain amount of possessiveness that they're always going to have. I don't think that that will go away.
Because I gave you a baby.
Well, do they ever truly get over it if they still possessive over? Her?
That's what I'm saying. Like the possessiveness is not going to go away. I think you can want to possess people and not love them in that way. You just, it's more of a, you would feel disrespected if somebody else was dealing with them and not necessarily like my heart is broken type of love.
How do you think they move on then, Kimmy? If I'm gonna be possessive, you might as well be mine. When you gone,
well, I think that a lot of men have these children and believe that these women are theirs, so to speak.
Oh,
so
it's
like you can have a child over here, you can have a child over here, you can have a child over here, and you're like, part of that is me. They belong to me. And they always say stuff like, well, I can get back with her whenever I want. Women say the same thing, right? That's
I know, guys. I know.
I ain't never been possessive of my first baby mama. I would say probably, I would say like obviously during the relationship, you say things or whatever. But once me and my baby mama broke up, for real, like, was it not even for real? Once we broke up, I was never possessive over her. Like when she got pregnant, and she called me crying about it because she thought we was gonna get back together. That didn't bother me at all. And I used to be getting told before she even got pregnant, like, oh, I seen her with this guy at the mall, and I seen her with this guy, I seen her in this truck, and I'm like, why are y'all telling this? I don't care. I'm doing my own thing. I don't care what that girl is doing. I moved on. Got up, I'm out of there. I'm not sitting here being possessive over some girl that ain't mine. The heck? No. Once we do this, you're gone. You're done. Cooked. Do what you want to do. You ain't mine no more. I understand that we have a child, but hey, we clearly went the wrong route in the first place. But since we're here at this point, we just need to do for the child. You do what you gotta do. I do what I gotta do. You want to be with, I'll be who I want to be with. Ain't no possession. Now my doubt for my baby mama, she is the one I guess that had that felt some type of possession over me. Felt like I owed her some type of loyalty to move a certain way. So me for her.
No, guys, that they are not in a relationship with their child's mother, but occasionally they go over there and fuck them.
Yeah, it's pussy. We'll take that from anybody.
Facts.
No,
I do it to Ava mama. It'd be real steamy. Like I knock it down.
We for the lie about that. We for the cap.
Quinn's just sensitive. That's all it is. Quinn's just sensitive. Let's be honest.
About that.
Like I know right to the back spot where the hit and don't move for like.
Quinn wants to be hugged and held, and I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, but Quinn is a teddy bear.
15 minutes and 22 seconds.
So how long? We for the cap about a nigga won't fuck his baby mama.
You said anybody.
In damn near anybody. Come on, man. Let's not tell these lies.
I know there's one girl. She called me right now. I wouldn't fuck her.
I get we all know some, but for the most of us will knock it down.
Nope.
We got our fuck.
Knock what down?
Anything.
Fuck you. I can down know anything. What you talking about, bro?
Let me so disrespectful, man. I swear. Man, I know he probably don't feel like it, but why? Like, why start off like that? Like, if you disagree with him, why in the world do you gotta start out with F you? Just say your piece. Let me be crazy sometimes.
No, okay.
Nobody being disingenuous, man. What are you talking about? Just knock down anything.
Man, cuz I'm as
Man,
Molly,
nigga, this shit gold, bro. Like, I ain't about to just give gold away to anybody. You tripping, dog.
We easy as fuck. Stop this shit.
Carrie, you said no. Or I'm sorry, you said they do get over it. I'm sorry. Why do you say that?
Well, one, because just I've watched that happen before, and then two, I don't think that it's unique to if a guy had a baby with somebody. I think it's
super
really,
loud this whole time.
Can he get over somebody he's been with? And it depends on the situation, obviously. Like if you were in love and she left you and you don't understand and you heartbroken or whatever. But I don't think that men have this special connection with the women that got pregnant. I don't think that I don't think your bodies and I don't think that's how y'all are set up to have a extra special emotional connection to a woman purely because she carried your baby. So
I
if
think you're wrong.
she get, I mean, okay, I don't think.
Well, the only reason that I say that I think you're wrong is because I think that men love harder than women.
Listen,
I 100% think that men love harder.
But I'm not talking about who. I'm not talking about who loves harder. I'm talking about a man. I don't think that if a man has a child with one woman, and then that doesn't work out, and then a man is with another woman that he was in love with, and that doesn't work out, I don't think that he's going to have this extra tie to the woman who had a baby, and it'll be harder for him to get over her as opposed to the other woman. I don't think it has much to do with if she had a baby.
You right.
I think it has more to do with what the relationship itself was.
I think it does. Well, hold on, 2K. I think it does.
Over time, anybody can get over anybody.
Let me tell you why. Because number one, I think that just because I love one don't mean I don't love the other one. So it's not an either or, it's an and. I love them both. That's first. Number two, I think that familiarity and proximity also adds into it, meaning that the fact that I have to interact with you versus this woman that I never have to see again because I don't have any tie to her absolutely plays a huge role into whether or not I still like her or I still rock with her.
I think that you might be overestimating the amount of interaction that two people really have to have with one another.
I also think too that Anton is, I mean, yeah, he probably know people who got multiple, numerous or baby moms or like that. But you gotta think too, Anton is also speaking from his own experience. Anton don't got multiple baby mamas. He has a wife that he's been married to since he was 22. So he wouldn't technically know how he would feel if he had a child outside of the child that he has with his wife. I mean, that's just my perspective. I feel like if you haven't, like he said, he's telling never experienced it. I know he would probably say I'm speaking in general, but he doesn't have any experience in this to know how a man would operate in this type of situation.
to have a child together, because they really, depending on how you have things set up, there really doesn't have to be much interaction at all, especially if you have somebody who's willing to be the go-between. I have plenty of friends who, the person that, like, the grandmother was the one involved, so when it was your turn to have the kids, you go pick it up
You
from the
know, my
grandmother,
mama,
and and then as soon as they get old enough to have a cell phone,
you don't
now
got
I really don't have to talk to you. If the visitation is court is filed with the court, I don't have to talk to you because you have to follow it. I have to follow it. Like, it's not
I
as
think in a lot of those
intertwined as you
situations,
might think it is.
I think in a
Hold on a
lot of
second.
It,
those situations, there's other people that influence or is pushing you to do certain things, or they may be requiring you to divest yourself and to have a more formal interaction um, with the woman than another. Like okay, so I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, you get into a relationship, you have a baby with this chick, you rock with her. Then for whatever reason, y'all go y'all separate ways. And again, of course, I'm just using anecdotal experience, and I know that it's different situations with different people, but just roll with me for a second. And then let's say you get into a new relationship and you with the new girl, but then you know, obviously she's territorial, so she's going to want you to have a more formal relationship because if it's just willy nilly, like you're not in this new relationship just going to be able to go and visit the old girl or to see and check on them or be able to spend money on them the same way that you would if you was just single and you was rocking with her, right? Or you was single and you was still, dealing with her for the sake of the kids. I think that your interaction with that woman changes because you are in a situation where you're trying to consider the person that you're in a relationship with versus just doing what you would normally do or checking on her or pulling up or it's much easier for y'all to be able to reconcile or get along because there's other people involved. And so I do think that proximity makes it much more difficult for people to be able to get over the person that they still interacting with on a regular basis. If somebody is still interacting with your parents or your mother or they still tight with the family, it's going to play a role. I think it's going to play a major role. And I think that people care about what happens to the person that they have children with more than they willing to admit because they just bitter about the situation that they find themselves in over the child.
man, you need to come to
I'm not bitter over any situation that with my son's mother. I could care less. Like all the stuff that we've been through, bro. I could care less. I really don't care. Maybe I'm cold hearted when it comes to her. I don't know. Maybe I don't care. I'm in a whole situation right now. Now, if you have like, and then the situation that I'm in right now. I mean, shoot, she has children outside of us, and with her first baby daddy, the way she makes it seem when it comes to him is that they have a tight relationship that they can communicate, which I will see later on. But she makes it seem like they have a better co-parenting situation than what I have with my baby mama. And that's something that I will probably have to get used to because I'm not used to seeing that. I mean, it shouldn't be hard to get used to, but I'm not used to seeing that just from my childhood. Well, I can't say from my childhood. I didn't really see that much at all. I didn't really see, yeah, as my child, I didn't really see it at all. So, and then also too, I mean, obviously with somebody else, the situation with your baby mama should kind of change a little bit. I mean, yeah, you shouldn't just be popping up at our house, but I mean, y'all can still be cordial, and you help out or whatever. So,
a hood area. I promise you.
I don't speak to the
No, no,
hood.
no, no, no.
What?
Listen, you will quickly see.
I don't speak to the hood.
Listen, you will quickly see how a woman and her baby father could have literally zero dealings with each other and stay less than a mile from each other.
And you would also see in that same
I'm gonna just speak on that too. Like me and my son's mother, we have, like I said, I think I said it before. We have zero communication, zero interactions. When we do have to meet at a drop off, there's a no hi, how you doing, bye. We literally meet at the police station. He gets out, he gets in the car, and go about our business. So my situation is a little different. It's a lot that has my attention. And
Hood on the next block over, a motherfucker going over there to knock the lining out and playing daddy when he not necessarily the daddy at the time because they just got into it and they're not really together. But then they temporarily together and the kid is confused because he's not sure if the daddy is back and he playing a role in his life again.
Listen, and that's fine, but I promise you, them two parents do not fuck with each other. I
It's
literally
Yeah.
say
Hey,
there's
I
so
think that's
many
cap.
scenarios that can be on the table. Like y'all both described two different scenarios that can happen. I can give you a bunch of other ones. Like I don't think that there's a one way or the other here. Like the scenarios really matter.
and Carrie can kind of speak, I guess, from personal experience because just by watching the lives, I've seen that her husband has children outside of them, and just from her being with him, she's kind of seen, a situation between uh, a mother and a father who are trying to co-parent. So
I've personally been in a situation where proximity is there, but the interaction between the two parents did not have to happen like at all.
I know people that stay on the same street as they daddy, and the
And
mamas and daddy do not communicate at all.
and the
Yeah.
father
I literally just seen this the other day with another with some with someone else when we was at a track meet, and it's a it's a little girl that our son knows. Well, it's his girlfriend, I guess. But they went up to. We was waiting for him to come out of off the track. They both walked up and they spoke to this man, but the man was already standing there. And then, once they done talking to him, the little girl went over to the woman, which was her mom. But they were standing, like her dad was standing right here, and her mom was standing over here. They did not speak at all. They didn't even look at each other. They didn't speak, no wave, nothing. Like once he got done talking to his daughter, he left. And then she walked to where her mom and she went with her mom. They did not talk at all. Even while we was sitting there watching the track meet, her mom was sitting there by herself. I don't even know where her dad was, where the little girl dad was sitting. I don't know if he was at the fence or sitting somewhere else, but there was no interaction. And when it was over, her dad was standing toward the entrance for her to come out, go to his daughter. They talked for a little minute, and then once that was over, he went on about his business.
is happy. Like a lot of times, well, I won't even just say the father because I've had friends who like they're cool with it. Like I'm good. Let's not talk. It works better that way, unfortunately.
I
So
think that the only time that you find that is when she get into a new relationship and she trying to meet the expectations of the man that she with.
So
I just don't believe that shit.
what about Dion?
no,
But it's not the only time that mess happens, bro. This is exactly why I said Anton's never been in a situation. This is why he's speaking like this. He has a wife that he's been with for over 20 years. Like, dude, it ain't got nothing to do with who she with. Now, for some dudes, yes, and I can speak on that too. When it comes to it's never me, but I can speak on that situation when it comes to other people. But like, no, that can that be the case? Yes, but it's always the case. I don't think so.
His ex-wife.
I,
Zero
I
communication.
okay, first of all, I don't know nothing about Dion. For every situation that you name, I could name another one that's completely different. What about Damon Wayans and what he said on Shannon Sharp's
Okay,
podcast?
the same nigga who you was calling the simp on this motherfucker.
Huh?
Dwayne, one of the Wayne brothers.
Or Damon Wayans? What are you talking
Them
about?
niggas full of simp. Now,
That you're missing a point. My point is that he said that he still have love for his child's mother, even though the kids are grown.
what you think he gonna say? He hate him?
but I don't think that
He
that's
was
purely
candid about
because
everything
I
else
don't.
that he said.
But I don't think that Damon said that purely because she's the mother of his children. I think that he said that because of how he admitted that he messed up that marriage. So
What is
I don't
that's,
think
they don't have the scenario.
Carrie's. I actually think Carrie's right because I actually watched that that interview. It was Shannon Sharp, and the reason why I feel like he said, like Carrie said, that that he still loves his wife or ex-wife is because he messed up the marriage, and then he also said that he wished he would have never messed it up. So I feel like it's coming from more so of a, you know, um, no, he made a mistake versus we split and I just still got this love for you or like some type of possession over you just all because we had a child. No, he just genuinely loves that woman, and since he messed up the marriage, he still resents doing that, which is why he still loves her. But at the end of the day, they still not even together. So I mean, this doesn't mean anything. But you know, Anton's gonna try to compare this to that to this situation, and it's two totally different things.
Okay,
that
cool.
matters because
But the
go ahead.
fact of the matter is that he still have love for her.
Yeah, but not necessarily because she had his kids. That's my point. Is I don't think that that happens purely because you have mothered my children. I think that happened because he really loved that woman and he messed it up. He said that. He said
I'll just go ahead and stop right here. You guys want to watch that live? Because I mean, they talk about all kind of stuff. You know, they talk about different topics and things like that. I will leave a link to this live in the description. Let me know what you guys think. Do we ever get over our child's mothers or our child's mother, and vice versa? Do women ever get over their child's father? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I will catch y'all on the next one.